Welcome back to my channel. This is a review on this Profusion Glamour Bar Milk Chocolate 15 color eyeshadow palette. Purchased this at my local beauty supply store, and I thought I'll just share my thoughts with you guys on this palette. It's from the brand Profusion, a really inexpensive brand, and it's available at most beauty supply stores. So let's dive into this review. Before I go ahead, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. This palette I purchased at my local beauty supply store. It's called Wonderful World in Trinidad, and I paid $50 TT for it. I did check around, and it's about between 6 to 8. Some places even had it for $10 US. It's just so cute. This is how it comes packaged. I have used it. So when you get it, you get a mirror, a booklet, and I'll insert a whole video and a plastic over the eyeshadows. So let's just start taking off some of these things so I can share with you. You get a decent size mirror here, and it's pretty good because I can use it. I've used it already, and it's good. You can get most of your face in, or at least your eyes. If you're doing your lips, you can get it. A lot of times I end up using it for lips. There's a nice plastic over the eyeshadows, which I thought was nice because guess what? You can have someone tampered with it. And it comes with a little booklet that says Profusion Glamour Bar Eyeshadow Guide. And there are 4 steps in how you can create this look from them. Now, what does this remind you of? Too Faced chocolate bar palette, yes. But there's also another brand in the UK that has eyeshadow palette that looks just like this. And so when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. Totally cute. Even if it was a dud in terms of eyeshadows, I would definitely still love it to put it on my dresser, or with my collection, my eyeshadow, my palette collection, because it just looks super cute and yummy. And then I thought, hey, if I don't like it or I use it up, I can actually just get into it and depot it, and I have a nice little compact that looks like a chocolate bar in my thing. So I had a bunch of backup plans eventually in case this did not work, or in terms of eyeshadow. But guess what? I use it to create this look, and I have used this palette about between 5 to 7 times already, and I can tell you I'm in love. You're gonna see as I show you the eyeshadows that they have usage on them. I've used every single one, and I have lots of favorites already inside here. I must say I am pleased with it. For the price point, do I think that you should go out and get it? I will tell you guys at the end of this video. I just want to dive in to show you swatches. On my hand there's no primer, and then I'm going to just close it out by telling you what my overall take is, my evaluation of this palette as a neutral palette, if you should add it to your collection. So let's dive into the swatches. So I decided to do live swatches, as again swatch and show you. The first 3 here would include a matte color, which is like a cream color, and I've used this as highlight. Then you have a beige color that has some shimmer in it, and then a kind of peachy color that has some silver shimmer in it. Now this is what this color here is what I'm wearing on my lid, and I absolutely love it. I've worn it a couple times. So remember, my hand has no primer, no base or anything, and on my lid I do have primer and base, and I've had on this eyeshadow for about 6 to 7 hours. Did go shopping with my kids, and I'm like sweating right now. I'm a hot mess, but I wanted to get this review out because I've used this palette a couple times to do a review and didn't get to. So next row is like another peachy color, but this one does not have as much shimmer as the top one here. So we have this, and then this. They're very similar. And then we have a gold tone. I've actually used that for my lid. And then we have like a matte cool tone mauve color. Do I get a lot of fallout? Even though they look powdery here, quite frankly I don't really get. So that color, you can build it up, it's matte. I don't get a lot of fallout except for 2 colors here. So let's just re-swatch that. So I go to another 6. So this is a matte color here, and I actually use that color as my transition color. Then we get a kind of chocolate brown, but it's like a milk, I consider it more milk chocolate. It's a center color, and I think that's almost what the palette surrounds, and it's matte. And then you have a cool tone brown that has a nice grayish undertone with it. So those are those three there, and that matte color I use as my transition. You can see that it looks almost like nothing. I can maybe build it, but in the crease it works perfect. So that's it there. Then we have the other three colors. So that's it there. This color has fallout, so that middle color, and then this kind of olive, dark olive kind of metallic color. And I did have some staining on my hand from doing swatches of another palette, so that's it there. You can see these do look pigmented. I have a picture that I will be posting on my Instagram and on my Facebook page of swatching these with primer and concealer. So the last rows are more like your crease colors, and you do get a black in there. So we have a really dark chocolate kind of color, a matte brown there that has minimal fallout, but there is some, and then the black has some fallout in it, so you want to be careful with those. Yeah. So, and that's those colors. You can see really pigmented. In my whole video I did do swatches of this eyeshadow palette, and I told you guys I was really impressed. Now I've gone back to my local beauty supply store that sells this palette, and I did not pick up the other two. And reason being is that I felt I had enough eyeshadow palettes that could suffice me not buying it. But after much thought and coming home, I said I'm not going to buy it now, but I can see myself buying it in the future. That's the pink colored one, just because the colors inside are nice, and I saw green there, and in addition to that, it just looks so it looks delicious. So packaging wise, I give it an A+, a 5 out of 5. Pigmentation, I would say like a 4. The matte colors look like nothing, but it blends so well and performs so well on my eyes. And I'm going to just show this up closer. Now, main question, do I think you need to go out and get this? If you're an avid eyeshadow hoarder like myself, yes, this is too cute to pass up and not have in your collection. I would say get all three if you can. If you had to get one, maybe I'll go for the pink, but I just love this because this looks like original chocolate. So you can get this or the pink. The colors are not anything that you can't dupe or get it in lots of neutral palette. Like this looks a lot like eyeshadows that you get in, say, the Naked palette. The dupes for the Naked palette, the Laura Pro palette, any neutral palette that you get, City Color, Barely Exposed, any of those palettes, it looks like it. If you don't have those and you want a nice neutral palette, then definitely by all means get this. It's, for me as a collector, I like it and I will use it. Don't know how often, but I'll use it, and I actually want to make an effort to use it up a bit because I want to actually depot or take out eyeshadows and just have this in my clutch. Now you do get, in total, you get 15 grams of product. That means each eyeshadow is just 1 gram. For the cost, I think you're paying more for the packaging than the product itself. I think Profusion has some cheaper palettes that have the same sort of pigmentation. The only highlight is this looks like a chocolate bar, and it looks yummy and just very attractive. So more or less you are paying for the package here. So if you are a collector, then this definitely is straight up your alley and this would intrigue you. But if you're not and you're just somebody who wants to try out makeup, want to have a nice neutral palette, think there are other cheaper palettes that you can get. Most of those are cheaper, but they have like between 6 to 12 shadows, where this has 15. I do like the color selection. I think it's very practical for somebody who wants a neutral palette for everyday use or for whatever use, but you just like and want to work with neutral shadows. All in all, this palette I give it a 4 out of 5, just because the packaging just is outstanding. The quality is, to me, is like average, but it's good. It could have been a dud and not be pigmented at all, like some of those beauty brands or inexpensive beauty on a budget kind of palettes. But I have no regrets in purchasing, and like I said, I will look to purchase the pink one in the near future, just because, one, packaging, mainly because of the packaging, and two, I know I'm not going to lose out in terms of product itself. So that's my thoughts. Hope you guys were able to benefit from it. For those of you who were considering, going out and getting it, like I said, no regrets, 4 out of 5 with this. And I would recommend this for those who are, one, avid eyeshadow junkies, collectors, and two, if you just really need a nice neutral palette in your collection. Thank you so much for your time in watching. Until my next review.